morning student, welcome here. This is Krupa Shukla, welcomes you in this YouTube channel initiated by Gnanmanjari Modern School. We have completed our the syllabus of first term, and that's why I would like to go for revision. This 13 unit, we will start our revision portion from this unit number 13. Geography unit it is. And as you know student that we have two geography units in this first syllabus, that is 13 and 14 both. 14 we have done, means I taught you that 14 unit, 13 I haven't taught you. So I would like to repeat this unit, or not whole unit, but some of the part of the unit, very important part, I would like to repeat that part. Well, this unit is so short, not that much long this unit is, but then even some of the parts I would like to repeat. Okay, so we'll start from this India location, geographical structure and physiography 1, and 14 number unit is physiography 2. The topic for today's video is India location, size and area. Okay, what is the location of India in world map? The size of India, that country, and the area wise how India expanded, means what is the length and width of this India, and what is the size and where it is actually located in this world map. That will be described in this video and in this unit. Very interesting unit it is. You will come to know about that what is the difference between Kanyakumari and Kanyakumari and Kashmir, difference between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh. And you won't believe students that we have 2 hours difference between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Means when we have sunrise in Arunachal Pradesh, at that time we still have night in Gujarat. Can't you believe? This amazing fact will be discussed in this video. So this kind of information, this kind of amazing facts, or GK you can say, general knowledge, you will learn through this video. That's why I considered this video as an informative video, or I considered this unit number 13 as an informative unit. This will help you to enhance your general knowledge too. So let's start it. Please keep a book with you. Page number 99, and I'll just plunge into the topic India location, size and area. See, here the map is given, this colorful map you can see here, and our India is here in white color. Asia is in green color, Europe in yellowish, Africa in red color, South America in green, North America has blue color here, and Australia is pink color. So it looks very beautiful to see our country in this world map. And Antarctica of course is there in yellowish. Well, I'm going to start this topic, India location, size and area. Geographically, India lies in the northern hemisphere. It extends up to the southern part of Asian continent. Okay, so if you check the map of this 13.1 map, so that is Asia and our India is just there. So here it is mentioned student that it extends up to southern part of Asia continent. That we all know that our country lies in Asia continent. The span of mainland of India extends from 842 37.6 north latitude, and from 68.7 to 97 degrees 725 east longitude. So that the span of these latitudes, north latitudes as well as east longitude has been given here. The tropic of Sanso, which is located at 23 degree 5 north latitude and divides the country into two parts, passes through the center of India. Its northern part is spread more in the eastward direction. Okay, and see, you will have to go through this map while you are reading this information. The large plains and Himalayan mountain system are located in this part. Okay, so here we are talking about this northern part, and it is said here that this Himalaya and this large plains part are located here. The area to the south of Tropic of Cancer has a triangle shape and tapers towards the south. This is basically a part of Peninsular Plateau. So that part is known as Peninsular Plateau. It includes the eastern plains and narrow western coastal plains. If possible, students, I'll just show you this information with the help of map, if time will permit us. The latitudinal as well as longitudinal extents of India are almost equal, which is about 30 degrees, but actually the length between Kashmir to Kanyakumari is 3,214 kilometers. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, the width is 2,933 kilometers. There is a difference of 2 hours in the local times between two extreme places, starting from Gujarat in the west up to Arunachal Pradesh. So there is a 2 hours time difference in between Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat. When it is sunrise in Arunachal Pradesh, it is still night in Gujarat. The standard meridian of India is 82 degree 30 east longitude. It passes through 5 states. Its local time is accepted as the standard time of India. So here these two paragraphs has more information. So some of the information has been written here. You just have to note down this. Some of the keywords and the numbers you just need to remember through these two paragraphs. So please note down these, students. See, students, on page number 100, this map has been given. So let's discuss this map. And this is 13.2 India Extend Standard Meridian. Okay, so in earlier page we have discussed about the distance between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh. That is given here, this 2933 kilometers from here to this. And from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, that is 3214 kilometers. And we have discussed about Tropic of Cancer. That is this, see, this middle line. Okay, so this middle line just parted country into shape, into division, that this upper division and this lower division. And okay, up to this, here we have Arunachal Pradesh, here we have Gujarat, and this is we have this northern part of this area. Total area of India is 32.8 lakh square kilometer, and India ranks 7th in the world in terms of area. So we are on 7th rank in terms of area. Other 6 countries larger than India are Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil and Australia. The land area of India lies in South Asia. In the north, lofty mountain ranges are spread over hundreds of kilometers from west to east direction. So talking about north part, so there you can see hundreds of or many these mountains ranges. That is why the commuting with Tibet and China is possible only through passes located at high altitude. So that's why we can say here our neighbor is here, that China, Tibet, Nepal. Bay of Bengal lies to the east, Arabian Sea to the west and Indian Ocean to the south of peninsular India. The sea is utilized as a waterway. So if we talk about the north side of the India, so that mountain ranges route is also useful through possibly only through passes located at high altitude. And talking about that southern part, so the Bay of Bengal lies to east, Arabian Sea to the west and Indian Ocean to the south. So this is called waterway. Even though the land routes are obstructed by surrounding mountains, India has accepted all cultural elements arriving from outside, and this have merged into Indian society. See, this land route are obstructed by surrounding mountains. So mountain areas are very there. So we can say that some part of our country is surrounded by that mountain area. Though we have accepted all the cultures coming from outside, though we have just mingled that culture into our country or into Indian society. So if we want to write the keyword for this, so those keywords should be there you can see here lofty mountain ranges. Which is useful, commuting from China, Tibet. This is about high altitude. Now here I am going to write about waterways. So talking about waterways, so we have Bay of Bengal, which is there in east. We have Arabian Sea, which is there in west side, and we have Indian Ocean, which is there in the south side. It could be asked in MCQ, math the pair or FB and true false, that Bay of Bengal lies at west side. So it is wrong. Bay of Bengal lies at east side. Arabian Sea lies at east side. No, totally wrong. It lies at west side. And Indian Ocean is there in southern part, means south side of the country. So yes, it is right. Okay. So please you note down this information, students. We are getting very interesting information here, students, and that's why I told that this is an informative unit. Well, it is, SS itself is informative subject. Well, see here in 13.3 strategic location of India has been given. Okay, we have here air route and sea route. See, we have many air route. You can go to Iraq, you can go to Iran through air route. That single line is describing air route, and that dot dot is sea route. See, you can go by sea route, you can go to Singapore, Malaysia, Philippines, somewhere in Australia too, Sri Lanka, Lakshadweep. So these places you can go through sea route. And if you just want to choose air route, so you can go to many places like Thailand, Bangkok, Japan, Philippines too, Afghanistan, Syria, Turkey, Iran, and Malaysia, Thailand, Bangkok. So these are the places where you can choose air route too. India holds a strategic location in Eastern Hemisphere, and it has strategic importance also. India is in the Eastern Hemisphere. Oceans have contributed immensely in developing mutual relation in ancient time. As we know that ancient time these waterways that people used waterways. So these waterways or these oceans have contributed immensely in developing the mutual relationship between two countries. India had trade relation with East Africa, West Asia, South Asia and Southeast Asia since ancient time. India had developed cultural and commercial relations with them due to her location. See, due to these waterways, due to this location, we just started developing relations with other countries too. And due to this, we have a mutual as well as very good relation with other countries. No country in India ocean has long maritime boundary as India has. Due to this strategic location, the ocean is named as Indian Ocean. So it can be asked that why this ocean is known as Indian Ocean. So this you have to write in that answer. See, no country in Indian Ocean has a long maritime means boundary as India has. Means here we are talking about that coastal region. coastal boundary. So no country in Indian Ocean has that much long that coastal boundary as India has, and that's why due to this strategic location, ocean is named as Indian Ocean. Location of India across the international waterways is also important. We are doing this export import business through waterways too. So this waterways is also very much important for us. With the opening of Suez Canal in 1869, the distance between India and Europe has reduced by about 7,000 kilometers. So we can write here that (1867) distance between India and Europe has reduced. It is about 7,000 kilometers. Sea routes connecting East and Southeast Asia and Australia to Africa and Europe passes through Indian Ocean. That is beneficiary for us. See, sea route we are talking about sea route. So sea route connecting East and Southeast Asia. And Australia to Africa and Europe. So we are talking about these sea routes, and these two passes through Indian Ocean. See, so we can clearly see here this East and Southeast Asia sea route, Australia and Africa and Europe sea routes. This passes through Indian Ocean. So this is economically and trade wise, this is beneficiary for us. Please you note down this. One more thing, students. See, the Circum-African waterway and Suez Canal waterway pass by India. Canada and USA can be reached through the same waterway via Strait of Malacca and Pacific Ocean. Let me find out where is this Canada and USA here, if it is given. No, it is not given here. So here it is mentioned that Circum-African waterway and Suez Canal waterways pass by India. This both waterways means this both passed by India. So it can be beneficiary for us too. Well, Canada and USA can be reached through the same waterway via Strait of Malacca and Pacific Ocean. While other thing is it has same waterway. Okay, now you can note down. See student, if it is asked that describe the location, size and area of India, so you have to write this all information in that. India has contact with many countries since many centuries. Goods and ideas are being exchanged since ancient times. Similarly, concept of Upanishad, stories of Ramayana and Panchatantra, therapeutic methods, Indian numerical figures and decimal system, etc. could reach many parts of the world. So our culture, our historical culture as well as this literature culture, we all are aware about this, and this culture has spread all over the world, means each and every corner of the world has been filled with our culture, cultural heritage as well as literature culture. India has important location in South Asia. There are 29 states and a national capital territory and 6 union territories in India. This is very important. South Asia location in South Asia. 29 states a national capital territory and 6 union territories. This can be asked in MCQ. India lords an important place in South Asia. There are 29 states, 1 national capital territories of Delhi and 6 union territories in India. Here we are talking about Delhi. Okay. Telangana was created as 29th state from its mother state Andhra Pradesh on 2nd June. Okay, so this is the just for your general knowledge. So we are talking about Telangana, our 29th state, and Telangana was created from its mother state, and the mother state was Andhra Pradesh on 2nd June 2014. This is just for your general knowledge. Okay students, so this is our India location, size and area. So if it is asked in paper that describe the location, size and area of India or geographical location of India. So this information you have to write in your answer. It could be asked in 3 marks or it could be asked in 4 marks. So as per the mark system you have to write. Don't forget to write important point. Okay, you can skip some of the point, that's sub point, but don't forget to write important point. Those are important point I have written here, and some of the names and the numbers we haven't I haven't written here. So don't forget to mention those points in your answer too. Okay, now it's time to give you homework, and your today's homework is you have to write this question's answer. See, it can be asked in 3 marks or 4 marks. Give information about the location and area of India, which we have discussed today in this video. So you have to write this homework and write as you are writing for 3 or 4 marks. Okay. Still we have to discuss some of the points from this geographical structure of India and many more. So we'll meet again in next video with this same unit of unit number 13 with new topic, or we can say with new informative topic. Till then, please now just start reading of your exam, as exam is very near, and keep posting your homework, and take care. Bye.